And we in there. We live. It's me. It's Ame. And I guess who I'm with? Guess who's there?
Hey.
Who he is? Hey.
My name's Grim.
Oh.
We just watched Bleach. Want to come along? No.
Yo, we got live streaming finally on the YouTube. We probably could have tried to watch party it. That would have been kind of hype. I mean, the fact that the site wasn't freaking crashing, though, to be fair.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't even know we could do that.
Disney Plus crashed on us while trying to get into this episode.
Just keep in mind, you need a VPN if you don't live in that certain area. And then so you have to not only have Disney Plus, you also have the VPN, too.
I'm going to ask you a question. When's the last time you remember, a site crashed because of an anime?
The last thing I could legitimately remember was
the same as me.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z, the Tournament of Power.
With the Ultra Instinct episode.
Yeah, that literally broke everything.
So that's the fact that happened here. I would imagine Disney servers are better than Crunchyroll's. So the fact that happened here. Also, you need a VPN to watch.
Exactly. It's you need a VPN to watch this in Disney Plus.
And yeah,
and Dragon Ball Z, you could just watch it anywhere.
Yeah, you really could. You really could.
Yeah, so this one you had to kind of go out your way for it. So they went out their way to break the internet or break Disney Plus.
I mean, we'll get into that too, but that's not the only thing they broke, bro. That's not the only thing they broke.
That's true.
Oh, because looking at the reviews, holy shit.
Eating good tonight.
Guys, we just went through all of Bleach and we figured what's the best way to wrap up the new year and then talk about Blood War, which is, bro, I don't know where you're standing up with it, but to me, that's the best anime this year.
Yeah, for sure. Easily.
That just wins. I know, nostalgia has a lot to do with it, but it's still just such a freaking winner. Yeah,
hardcore for sure. The other thing we were talking about is how swept under the rug this might have been, but no, it surprisingly went on top.
It absolutely came out like a goat.
Yeah, literally.
Beforehand, when you see Chainsaw Man coming out, you see Spy X Family, and you think, oh man, Bleach. And then you hear about Disney Plus getting the rights to Bleach and everything. You're like, oh, Bleach just can't catch a break. This was just not his time.
Yeah, and this is not.
Now you look at it, beating Brotherhood as far as reviews are greatest anime. You see it being the face of Jump Fiesta. Oh my god.
Well deserved though, because Bleach definitely did not get the love that it really did deserve for sure.
I mean, it didn't even get... What's the last long-running show you can remember that didn't even get its final arc aired?
Right.
So, Bleach got jabbed, a long, long time. So, I think the last time I checked, it was 2011 when the last episode of Bleach had aired.
Mm-hmm.
So, the fact that they came back with this is such a well-deserved yes. And the fact that Perry, a studio who I always meme on, the guys who messed up Tokyo Ghoul... And don't quote me on this. I'm pretty sure Promised Neverland too. The fact that Data was who worked on this.
Huh? The way people tell me how Promised Neverland ends, I was like, that's probably the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's kind of, so to go on that tangent for a moment, it hurts because season 1 of Promised Neverland was amazing. It was so good. It got me with the same way Ghoul got me, where I went, I want to sit down and just go through the manga on this. I loved it that much. But then I stopped myself. I was like, oh, dude, season 2 is actually right around the corner. All right, I'll hold off for that. I've never seen something go from season 4 of Breaking Bad, which I'll be safe for you on, into season 8 of Game of Thrones. That's the quality difference.
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Just to get back on the Bleach now. God, just even when you watch that first episode, it just takes off. It's just we know you were watching
number one playing, and you see them all on the rooftop. You're like, all right, we're in good hands.
They know what they're doing. When they start popping off, it's so good. When they start finding the hollows and stuff like that and start destroying everything, I'm like, this shit is good.
it's a nice, they said, trip down memory lane. And even, not just that, even going through the ending of the episode where you get the new mystery with the Stern Raiders. You see this person show up with a hollow mask using Quincy abilities. You're like, what's up with that?
Yeah, you're just like, huh?
Like, there's a lot going on. One thing I want to talk about, too, is just how much things have changed. Because, man, for everybody, because it's a lot. For everybody who's just picked up on Blood War and never seen the original Bleach, one, see the original. Two, it was not this gory.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was going to ask you that because I don't remember it being this gory in Bleach at all.
At all.
Like, there are people like losing limbs and stuff. I'm like, dang, dude.
Getting the top halves of their face cut off and everything.
Blood splatter, like super hard. I was like, ugh.
Like, yeah, no, Bleach has like never been that hardcore.
Personally, I like that idea.
I do too. It kind of, because everybody who was following Bleach at this point, like the youngest people have to be about, I think, like 22, 23 now.
Yeah,
the youngest people. So, like, everybody who loved the series all grew up. So I think it's okay doing something a bit more hardcore.
Like it makes sense.
On top of that, too, my thing I always kind of said was, like, Blood War was a okay arc. Like, it was, for me, it was nothing to really ride home about. So the idea of knowing they're going this extra mile, adding all these, like, extra details to it, more blood, new scenes, they're kind of flush out things a bit more. Like the Yamamoto flashbacks and all that.
Right.
From what people were telling me, I guess even the episodes we just seen with the thing with his dad and all that's just new stuff too.
Oh, really?
And that kind of goes to show, like, when people say that arc's kind of rushed, like, it was rushed.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like, I'm going to agree with you. All the way through, I really enjoyed myself. I will admit, I felt like that ending, like, where we're, like, cutting off a little bit, I was like, oh, God, I just want more.
And that's a good feeling. That's, to me, is what I want when I watch a show. I want to leave it going, when's the next part coming? Give me more to this. Oh.
Like, when can I get more?
We could run through the episodes on it. We really could. But it's really just one giant fight for, like, the first 8 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's essentially you find out this mystery about the whole Stern Raiders, the more Quincy Hollow thing, go to Gueco Mundo, see the battle going on in Soul Society, everything happening there.
Which, oh my God, people get wrecked.
It's so devastating, dude. It's so devastating.
I was like, God, I kind of felt bad for them for a minute. I was like, damn, dude, and I thought Aizen fucked you guys up.
I will say this much. Going through the whole thing now, like this first 13, you kind of, at least to me, you kind of can tell this feels like it's going to be a 50-parter.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it does feel weird knowing, like, the tone kind of just shifts. After that whole Battle of Soul Society, it does kind of feel more chill, and everything's a lot more, I don't want to say relaxed, because that's not the best words for it.
Upbeat.
Upbeat definitely kind of sums it up. Because the moment he meets the Zero Squad, and I know that's like when people start to go like, ooh, okay, I don't know how I feel about this too much. I still liked it. But I will say the tone shift is real, like you notice it.
Yeah, for sure, because you went from like this all action, killing, people dying, everyone's like depressed because they're losing so bad, to that. You know, it's like, it's a shift.
Into hot bath shenanigans, women serving food, nonstop drinking inside.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
And it's kind of, I feel like they're trying to find a good balance with it. I know even during those eps, seeing what's going on with Soul Society, seeing Kenpachi's stuff.
Yeah,
Kenpachi's stuff. I love that too. So it's still trying to focus on like trying to give you more of what you wanted. Yeah. But I almost feel like, I mean, me personally, I almost feel like I would have probably said, all right, let's probably give you all that for the first couple episodes, like the first 10, and then make the last 3 episodes us seeing what went down with Ichigo inside Zero Squad and all that.
For sure. Like, this is what happened while that happened. Yeah.
Instead of trying to split it in half, going like, all right, here's the upbeat half, and here's like all the stuff that's crazy down below.
Yeah, because I feel like it would hit a lot harder if we got the upbeat first and then like the devastation afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh God.
Mm-hmm. But that's also the thing too. I don't feel like you could have did the upbeat first just because so much of it ties into Ichigo, and it's like you really you kind of get your upbeat the first episode, whereas remember all these characters, remember like how crazy they were.
Yeah, and then you get immediately slapped with like, oh, the war's happening. You're like, what?
Even
and they just get
bodied. Mundo, and you see how bad it is for the Hollows right now. All the Iran cars, like people are getting wrecked, dude.
People are dying.
And
then when you go to Soul Society, you're just like, oh god.
You go to Soul Society, it ain't no better for nobody. Captains losing their. Oh, how do you feel? Knowing that we lost Kira, I wouldn't call Kira a major character.
No, he's really not.
I mean, I'd be impressed if most of you even know who that is when he's just saying a name, dude.
I would be impressed about that too, to be honest.
But besides that, it's like we didn't really lose a major character. We lost Yamamoto, obviously. That's the big one. That's the big stuff. Sure. But kind of to me. How did you feel about them not killing? Spoilers, hardcore spoilers all the way out for the rest of this. We gave y'all nice stuff ahead of time, now you get the bad stuff. How you feel about them not killing Byakuya?
I kind of feel like it was a little bit of a cop-out, if I had to be real. Because I'm like, I was like, it made it seem like, no, he was dead.
He had his last words and stuff to people. And like, to me, when Ichigo showed up, at first I was like, maybe there's a chance. But when Ichigo showed up and he was talking about like protecting Rukia and everything, I was like, oh no, that's it, bro. And then you see Rukia like crying because she can't make it to him.
Yeah. Nah, like the fact of what he said was like, Ichigo, could you save them and stuff like that. And then the moment he dropped his sword and it started disappearing, I was like, oh, he's dead.
That felt like a death scene. Like that felt like a perfect death scene. It's like, no, he's okay.
Yeah, I was just like, that's so odd.
I'm not kind of huge on that.
Yeah, I don't ever like cop-outs. It's like, if you're going to kill somebody, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's a fan favorite. Sorry.
That's true. No, 100% he is. But now my issue I kind of have is like, I feel like for the rest of the story, you can't kill Byakuya now.
Yeah, right.
Because like no matter what happens, like you already kind of gave him like the perfect send-off. So the fact you didn't send him off is like, it's just not happening.
Yeah, because now it just ruins if he just dies.
That said, though, to be fair, we know there's going to be a round two.
Yeah,
it's going to show back up and they're fighting him again. I guess my thought process kind of goes, well, the real battle haven't started yet. This is more so them coming in there, flexing, showing what they're capable of, and making everybody go, okay, this threat's serious.
That's what it hurts why they didn't kill him off, because now it's like, it's still a serious fight, but the fact that you didn't kill him off, it's like, oh, okay, well, it's like, how serious is it now? Right?
And that's the worry, too, because now, to me, when they show back up, now it's, all right, we should be going at them at, like, equal playing field. Like, we're hitting you with, like, our best stuff that we got ready, and you guys still coming with that same power.
You're right.
So, I don't know, man. Like, I'm curious to see how they end up doing it as we go forward.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how they do the rest of the episodes, too, because I don't know the arc. I don't really know, like, what happens in it. But for the most part, I can't assume it's anything else other than they show back up, we fight them there, or maybe we go to Hueco Mundo, try to deal with them there.
Well, yeah, because we still have some side stuff that definitely is going to happen, right? Because they're still trapped in Hueco Mundo right now, right?
As far as we know, yeah.
Yeah, the side group. So, yeah, maybe it's like trying to save them to help them out, maybe?
Yeah, all right. Damn, would you be okay with, like, another 13 episodes of us just trying to do that, though?
Depends on how fire it is.
Fair.
Because, like, anything could be real fucking fire, because who knows where all the Sturm Ritters are at, right?
Right. No, that's a good point, because you don't know what's going on with everybody, so you can always make it crazy.
Yeah, exactly, because, like, from our knowledge, the Sturm Ritters, like, or, like, even the Quincy's, like, thing, is we don't know. All we know is Yahoo. I don't know how you're going to say this name right.
Just say Bach. That's what I say.
Yeah, I was going to say Bach, right?
Yeah.
All we know is that he has a certain time limit. We don't know about everybody else.
Well, we know everybody else, they suffer from it too. Every time he warps, they're warped too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Everyone we've seen so far.
True. And they're all in Hueco Mundo right now, too.
Mm-hmm. Which makes me assume their time limit forcing them back to Hueco Mundo.
Mm-hmm.
Which we don't know what's going on with that. I imagine we gotta find out what's happening with Bach specifically and his Stern Ritters.
Right.
But to me, my thought process goes into 13 episodes, 9, 7, 37. We have 37, maybe 39-ish episodes of this deal. Mm-hmm. 3 more seasons, roughly. So in my mind, it's going Gueco Mundo, that's 13 episodes. Then coming back to Soul Society, that's 13 episodes. That's 26. Mm-hmm. What do you do with that other 13, 15?
Well, that last 13, 15 is probably going to be the whole Aizen and Ichigo probably team up, most likely.
But that goes back to the whole them come back to Soul Society then. Like, would you be okay with like just 13 straight episodes of fighting Bach?
Yeah, a little bit. Depending if it's fire again.
I don't know. Like, to me, you can overstay your welcome or something. Like, I love the Bach versus Yamamoto thing. And that basically was like half an episode. With the other half being a flashback.
True.
And to me, that was like a perfect length for that whole time thing because it's such a big thing. If you told me that went on for like this entire season, I'd be like, okay, man, maybe.
Well, you know, the other idea is like maybe you like have like 5 of those episodes be that or somewhere around there. That you lead into possibly the next arc that's coming in, the Hell arc.
If we would even do it, I mean, that'd be cool. That'd be a nice little setup. No. I disagree with you. Because when I think about it, at this point, the problem we had with Bleach for so long was, damn, we never ended it. I don't want to then again go, all right, cool, let's set up for something in the future that we may or may not ever get, you know?
Oh, that's true. But I guess at the same time, they're kind of setting that up super hard to do that.
You're right, but to me, as it stands right now, I want Bleach to finally have an ending. And I want to, we can hit the Hell arc one day and have them do like Bleach Hell arc. And just have that be like a show like Blood War is.
Yeah.
But for now, this is like my finale to Bleach. I gotta get my Bleach to end, dude. That's my thoughts on that.
I don't know. I don't know for sure.
But overall, gotta ask you, where you sitting at? Where are you sitting at on it?
You know, I'll definitely say a 10. I'll definitely just say a 10 right now.
10, flat out.
Yeah, because like if I want to do knock it down points, it's like where do I knock it down at? And if I'm being real picky, then yeah, I possibly could. But like all the way through, I've had a big enjoyment.
That's one thing I was going to say. Like, what did you not like in the whole entire thing?
Really, not much, honestly.
It's kind of my thoughts too. It's like I feel like the only thing I can honest to God pick out on top of my head that I didn't care for was the Byakuya thing, and even that, it's more so like all right, I didn't care for it, but let me see where you take this. Versus, oh, I'm angry. Why did this happen?
Yeah, exactly.
So no, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 10 too.
Yeah, because like all of it is really good. It's really, really good.
All of it has been like a complete winner for me. And I know we're in a honeymoon period where it's like, yo, this is something we wanted for so many years and it's finally here. But I don't see that really changing. I feel like that's going to stay how it is for me.
Yeah, because like most all of it's good.
I think my biggest fear I have is that with us having so many episodes, I'm going to start to get some episodes that make me go, I don't know. Do we really need that? And that's like my actual fear.
I could definitely see that for sure.
But for now, I'll go for it.
I was going to say, like, the whole training arc that we got towards the end, too. I was like, oh, God.
No, I was cool with that, though. Like, I like the idea of knowing the captains want to get stronger for what's coming.
That's fair, but I was just like, oh, God, I just want to see what's going to actually happen, damn it.
But to me, like, what's the whole thing you keep saying, man? You got to kind of savor your food a little bit. You got to, like, let it cook and settle before you pull out the oven.
That's true. That is true.
And that's like my thoughts on this. Like, if they show back up right now, they're just going to get wrecked or they got to, like, Deus Ex Machina to beat them. So I feel better knowing that people are going through, like, take Kenpachi theme right now. It's cool seeing that really had to happen. So you tell me all the captains, everybody who lost is having their Kenpachi moments, like, right now to get ready? Yeah. All right, dude, I'm in.
Like, not as intense as Kenpachi.
Oh, I imagine not. But at the same time,
that man kept on dying, revived, and dying, then revived, and then dying, and then revived to her. I was like, oh, God. It was when she called out her Bankai, though.
That made me go, Bankai was so sick. That was so sick. And I thought we had seen her Bankai this whole time with a giant healing slug. But knowing that her whole thing was just regenerating hardcore, and that she had it because she just wanted to fight forever.
Yeah. And then she's like actually low-key a monster.
That's so freaking cool to me,
I'm probably going to butcher her name, but like, she was just really
started
good.
with a U.
Yep. I'm sorry, we just can't pronounce stuff.
It's the same. Even with like Urahara, it's like I know ones that I know because I've seen it for so many years.
Like Orihime, yeah.
Orihime,
like, yeah.
Even though it's like kind of long or complicated, I seen it for so long, it sticks in my head.
Yeah,
even
exactly.
people like Uryu, where I content says say oh boy. I just can't think of his name off my head.
Right. No, I get you. 100%. But yeah, even when she pulled out her Bankai, I was like, oh, God.
Like, this has gotten crazy. I do say, like, the winners, if I say, like, winners of the season, it would go to Kenpachi episodes.
Yeah, 100%.
And then...
I guess the start of the war, right?
I kind of wanted to say every single war episode. I feel they're all even to me. With everything with Yamamoto being like the icing on the cake. And shoot, and the stuff that goes after that, it goes into Ichigo arriving to the battlefield. That's so good too.
It is.
It's so freaking good.
Oh, even when they fought that Storm Ritter.
Inside Hueco Mundo. Yeah,
that was like,
God. Even that was really good. Even before they fought him when he was fighting the Hollows, that was really good.
Yeah, I know.
And that's kind of like, I'm giving it a 10, but that's kind of why, like, it feels weird to me that after that Kenpachi episode, I will say, for me, the last 4 episodes is kind of like a calm down, and it feels weird to me knowing that we're wrapping up on, like, a calm down, and it picked back up from the last episode, seeing the Bankai.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all right, we're about to go crazy.
But it's like, oh, shoot, after, like, everything that kind of happened, I'm like, oh, man, this feels... kind of just too relaxing, joyful, cheerful for me right now.
Yeah, especially like when you know what happened and like it's like kind of
hard. So let's see. That's something I do wonder like if it's going to change as it goes forward.
Yeah, that's the only thing that kind of gets me is just like following this kind of one theme, except for like that. You know, like getting wrecked and stuff like that, and then immediately just like, all right, we're all good though. We're like, we get it back up.
Like,
It's like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I also say the 10, but I do feel like if somebody wanted to go like lower and because something like that left like a taste in their mouth, I kind of would get it. I kind of would get it. But for me, I feel like the overall high to it is still so high.
Like overall, like, did I hate any of it? No, not really.
Not at all.
My favorite part was when he was just like, I should have plenty of time. So say Aizen.
That scene is so good.
I just love the fact that Aizen was just going to leave. We could talk for a little bit.
You know what? God, I don't know what happens for the rest of the arc. We basically seen everything I know except for like one more thing. But here's my dream scenario. Is that 13 episodes the next time we're going to Hueco Mundo, we're helping get our people out of there, Chad or Hime or Hara. Next 13, it's a certain it's invading Soul Society, us dealing with Bach. And the last 13 is just us dealing with Aizen. Like, just like a permanent stop to Aizen.
I could definitely see that. Like, actually trying to deal with Aizen, yeah.
Because it's so bad to say, even now, despite everything going on, Aizen's still the true threat, and that's insane to me.
Exactly. He planned for all this. He knew he would come back one day. That's why.
The fact that the main bad guy... Oh, it'll just take too much time to even try to deal with you, even if I could.
I just like Aizen just staring him down, just smiling. That's the part that gets me.
Just that flashback to, I should have plenty of time. And just see Aizen's face pop up in his mind.
He's smiling. Yeah, I was like, damn, dude, that's funny as shit.
When we did our Game Award video, that was your profile pic. For the thing.
What can I say? I'm a fan.
Oh, man. Everybody. Well, before I go, just to finish it all off, the final reviews are up for the last episode and for everything for the season, basically. Like, Chance of Swimming still got to air his final episode, but I don't see his rating changing, honestly.
Is it a high rating?
Huh?
Does it have a high rating?
Yeah. Now, I will say this much. First off, going off the entire season,
Yeah.
the top 5 for the season was Bleach, Bocchi the Rock, Chainsaw Man at 3rd. No, Chainsaw Man at 3rd, Mob Psycho at 4th, and Spy X Family season 2.
Hold on. What was the second one?
Bocchi the Rock.
What is that?
I'm gonna say something crazy to you. I'm gonna say something absolutely crazy to you.
If you say it's better than Bleach, I'm gonna look at you funny.
I'm gonna say something absolutely crazy to you. That's gonna make you go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So Bleach took back his throne of beating Brotherhood, beating Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Not only is it beating it again, it's like now it's beating it.
Oh, God.
It's 9.22 as recorded, and Brotherhood still is 0.11.
Holy
so
shit.
It's beating it comfortably. That said, Bocchi that came out is right there next to it.
What the heck is this anime?
I saw it when I remember when I did my I'm gonna start putting these on the channel too, by the way, everybody. But when I did my season review, looking at all the shows coming out for the season, I saw it, went, oh, it doesn't really seem like my type of thing. And I saw people that was working on it. I was like, that does not seem like the people I would expect for something like this. But nah, this doesn't seem like my type of show. What's the genre? Comedy? Doesn't seem like my type of show. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
People have told me it's really freaking good.
Really?
I'm still not gonna bother even reading the bio of it. I'm like, this isn't my show.
Well, read the bio for me, the audience. Come on, man.
Here you go, audience.
Okay,
You need to make friends to perform live with a band. Lonely and socially awkward Hitori Bocchi guitar.
And I'm done here.
There we go.
Can I get back to the action, please? Thank you. Thank you.
Well, apparently there is the action, bro, because it is now the number 10 highest rated anime of all time.
Now, you know me. I'm just like an unga bunga. It's just like, give me power systems, give me cool fights, and
from what people tell me, the show got that.
Really?
Like, I haven't seen the weird soccer show people are hyped for, but people just told me it's like basically the rock version of that.
What?
So from what people told me.
The rock version of that.
Like the rock and roll version of that weird soccer anime people were like hyped for. Blue Lock.
That's so weird.
Which, honestly, got finished comfortably
Honestly,
number 8. It did really good this season.
Blue Lock was actually really good. I actually really enjoyed it.
Like, I heard good things about it from you, from a few other people too.
Yeah, it's pretty fire, honestly. I really recommend it.
That's good. I gotta check it out one day.
Fans, if you're you like soccer, I highly recommend it for you then.
I mean, to me, my thought process kind of goes, it came out during World Cup time.
Oh, they know when to pick it, for sure.
So that was perfectly timed.
Yeah, you're lying.
For those who are following like the anime season and everything, Blue Lock and My Hero Season 6 are still going. Those are the two animes that don't end this season.
I'll tell you one thing, guys. If you're still watching anime, if you have not seen My Hero, I do recommend it, but it's a caveat too. It's a caveat too.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, the caveat is there's going to be a time period in some of the seasons where it's just like it's going to tank so hard.
Let's just call it what it is. It's going to be the end of the season 4, and it's going to be all of season 5.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I forget which one was the Gentle Hero season because I'm just like, I'm going to be with you. Just skip that. Just go ahead and skip that.
Remember what that is. It might be
because you don't want to. Because you don't want to.
Season 1 and 2 is great. I think Hero Killer Stein is, I want to say season 3.
No, I think that's...
Is it 2?
I think early on. I think that's early on, bro.
It's not 1, so it has to be 2 or 3.
I think it might be 2. I could be wrong about that, though.
I just know it wasn't until like season 3 ended that I was kind of like, okay, something about this isn't working out for me. And then season 4, after they deal with it, the first big threat in that, you're like, oh. That's it.
Season 3 is the overhaul thing, right?
No, that's 4.
Yeah, 4 was really good, actually. Overhaul was really good.
4.
No, we're not going to talk about the end. Not going to talk about the end. We're going to talk about that.
It's really good with like the biggest fucking asterisk I've ever seen in my life next to that.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We'll cross that bridge when you watch that. Okay, we'll cross that when we get there. However, Overhaul was a very cool character. Very good.
With that note, well, you know, to end it off on like the whole Bleach talk. I will say this much: with it being now like the #1 highest rated, you think it deserves it?
See, that's the thing. I'm like, I kind of want to say no, if I'm being honest, because it's like, if I look through all of Bleach, like if you're just going as like
entirely
just
off of Blood War right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, I don't know, because that feels like cheating to me in a way. You know what I mean?
Like even if I went entirely off of Bleach, like I still got to say no, dude. Cause like even if I look at like 100%. The big three, where I go, One Piece exists. One Piece is really freaking good.
And like Full Metal Alchemist, where I can literally say that I just do not have an episode I hate.
It's a perfect show. It
really
is a perfect show. That's
why I can't really say it, even if you are cheating and say like, you know, this Blood War is just like its own thing. It's like I never like that because I always feel like that's cheating in my eyes. It's like you got to take all of it to account a little bit.
To a point, I feel like in Blood War's case, I'm like that. There are certain shows like take Inuyasha with his final act thing, where I do take like the extra stuff they do is like its own self-contained bubble.
Mm-hmm.
If it feel like kind of like a soft reboot, more or less, the end things, that's when I call it like its own thing.
No, I see you. Like Naruto Shippuden, shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I wouldn't put all of Naruto into Shippuden if I was like reviewing it.
Yeah, because it's like a whole different thing. Yeah, I get you now.
That's it though.
Bleach is not that case.
Like, don't get me wrong, and like a lot of kids in my classroom and everything, they've been like going through this and watching Blood War, having known nothing about Bleach at all.
Yeah.
And they follow for the most part, but I feel like you kind of need to see Bleach to really understand what's happening in this.
Especially the Aizen part.
Especially the Aizen part.
Which, again, the audience, if you're watching this, Aizen is a threat. And I love it.
If you have any friend at all who's like over the age of 15, and they say pulling an Aizen, if you're wondering where that came from, that's Bleach.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, shit. That's where that get all this infamy.
You know what I would love to have for like our season finale when we try to deal with Aizen? You know what I'd like? I would like the whole backstory of like Aizen maybe, or just like some type of idea of where this man came from, right? We have no idea where this man came from at all.
Not really. Like we like this is strong emphasis on this, but like we kind of do. But yeah, like you said, not really.
But like then the other thing that kind of scares me is like if we get all the information or even just some information of Aizen, do you think that hurts it? Kind of almost like telling
it's not a Joker thing.
How the Joker? Nah, yeah,
I knew where you was going. It's not a Joker thing to me.
You don't think so?
Nah, because to me, it's Aizen's whole entire thing with him isn't the mystery of who he is that makes him interesting. Like Joker not knowing who he is and that he just kind of appeared one day makes him really freaking interesting.
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you. Okay, yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
That's
but I would like something like that though.
That's it. Like I'd be interested in it. If all the stories are true and we're getting like an extra arc of Bleach once all this is said and done, we could get
that would be amazing. Because the other thing that kind of gets me
before you even say that, how would you feel if we wrapped up all of Blood War and we still did a deal with Aizen?
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. That would be absolutely hilarious. They're just like, Aizen's free. We kind of just let him be. He's kind of like, and you remember Naruto with Orochimaru? He's just there.
He's just there.
We let him go ahead and experiment. I'll be like, guys,
that's funny to me too, though.
What's up?
To be fair, that's funny to me too, though. That we just let Orochimaru just roam the world.
Yeah, obviously, like this guy's like taking children and stuff and taking their bodies. Like, you don't really let this man out. Like,
just like at this point, he's so hard to keep down. Just screw it. Just him. He do him. Stay in his own zone. We stay in ours.
It's like you're gonna let this freaking dude out of here.
It's funny, but low key, I kind of respect it.
I guess the thought process in Naruto eyes is like, well, he can't beat me. So it's like,
I respect that even more. Because, like, what's he going to do? Attack the village again? Lol.
Yeah, I know, right? We dealt with so many other threats at this point.
To me, I feel like once you dealt with Madara, it's like, what do you worry about anymore? Like, I'm sorry, exactly. Nothing's touching you.
Right.
Before we get too sidetracked on that one.
Yeah. Okay. Going back to the point. What was the point?
Feel like it deserves to be that #1 spot?
No. But
even though I will admit, where would you put it?
I can feel it comfortably being like under like because like if I think of all the animes I liked a lot, it's still up there for me. But I think it would probably be in the 4th spot, maybe a little bit higher.
4th spot.
Yeah, I'm thinking higher though.
Oh, so even in your top 3 of all time.
Yeah, for sure.
Beating Hunter x Hunter, beating Cowboy Bebop, beating Full Metal, or not Full Metal.
No, it's beating Full Metal. It's not by beating Cowboy Bebop, and it's probably not beating Hunter x Hunter.
You see what I mean? Beating One Piece. You see what I mean? It's like I feel like it probably in my own list on top of my head. I feel like it probably be my number 10 on my top 10 list.
That's a comfortable spot for sure. And when it comes to the One Piece thing, I could definitely see it being higher than One Piece. Honestly,
well, but that's just are you talking about like with Blood War and everything? Like once it's all said and done, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see. I gotta. You guys need to make predictions on something that ain't out yet that we haven't even seen like half of yet.
That's true. I guess if we're just going off that basis, then yeah for sure it'd be lower.
Yeah, but I'm just going off like regular Bleach for now. Bleach plus 13 episodes of Blood War is like.
Oh, I see.
The Blood War episode's still carrying it. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah, it is.
And I love Bleach and everything, like I really do. But like I won't say it's like the greatest thing of all time. Everything like it's something I feel like people should watch and it's worth watching, yeah, sure. Like 100%. But I probably wouldn't go tell somebody to go in there expecting to be their greatest anime of all time.
I guess that's fair. That is definitely reserved for Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, like even to this day, I tell people to watch Brotherhood and go, it will be your favorite anime. Like
the only one that's weird on the top of my list that I'm just like thinking about, I was like, where I feel like, all right, you do make more sense, is because then I would have to say it beats JoJo, and I'm just like, oh man, that's hard. That's a hard one to beat.
Well, when it comes to JoJo, it's the thing of you combine all the parts together. Or do you just say a specific part?
I kind of say all the parts together.
I do too, and it's like, that's hard.
That's really a lot of good amount of stuff.
Also, guys, to tell you how much we wanted to do this, we had the option of either doing a JoJo review or this one to end the year. We chose Bleach. To tell you how much we love Bleach.
We're coincidence, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Even though I'm vouching for JoJo being higher, but just hear me out. Though.
All right, we're hearing you.
The only reason why we didn't do JoJo is because we fucked up, but that's not the point.
I think the season had wrapped up in November.
Yeah,
so we jumped on that a bit late.
Yeah, for sure. But we're not doing it for Bleach because we've been diehard Bleach fans. Because I will admit, Bleach has some of the best characters that I love in anime in general. Like they're just super good. Honestly,
yes, but I'm gonna say this though. For me personally, and you think about it, it's probably the same for you. Majority of them comes down to their designs and the stuff they do, and not so. Yeah, exactly. And the stuff they do, and not so much because of like their actual characters and things. Cause I hate to say that Bleach doesn't really give their side characters anything to really ever do.
That's true. I was gonna say in terms of like actual personality wise, I do love freaking Aizen, but that's just because that dude's just a threat.
But now you got the main antagonist.
Yeah, exactly. Like the only other one I could think of personality-wise is Grimmjow, because I do actually like his personality. It's pretty good.
Well, so now we had the main antagonist for half an arc.
Yeah, I know, right?
And even on my case, where I'll probably pick Yukiora, same thing. The main antagonist for the other half of the same arc.
Right.
So it's like, shit, dude.
We won't talk about the other spotters because they get shafted, but if you do want to watch that, go for it.
So even we'll talk about the main Soul Reapers and thing, where it's just like, we'll pick Torshiro, but if I'll be honest with you, it's a cool factor thing. Like, other than that, what does he do that make you really like him?
Not really much, honestly.
And then unfortunately, it's like,
Ichigo's teacher, different story though.
Yeah, he kind of does it. Although, to be fair, he doesn't really do much either, but he's like in a different camp to me.
Yeah, he is like, not comic relief, but he's just like, what are you doing?
Almost kind of is comic relief.
A little bit. I thought about it for a second.
But no, like I said, like he's great. But again, like characters like him are so far in between. Like Captain it'll be Kenpachi and then Byakuya, and that's kind of it. And Byakuya, again, has that issue of the main antagonist.
I mean, Kenpachi is just a unga bunga in my eyes, which I love too.
I kind of put him in the same boat as Urahara Hat, just because it's like the things he do is just so out there. You just love him.
Yeah, for sure.
but a lot of characters in Bleach don't really scream personality like that.
That's a fair point. That is a very fair point. Like, the only ones you pick of are, like, the ones who actually had some shine.
Mm-hmm. And it's not to say a lot of captains don't have shine in things, because, like, going off the anime, we got people like Sophone double tapping You Dead with her Zanpakuto, where she had a good quarters of arcs, like, dedicated to her, dealing with, like, the number 2 Espada for, like, 20 or 30 episodes, dealing with her old master for a section of an arc, and I still don't care about her at all, personality-wise.
Personality-wise, yeah.
She's cool and has a cool power.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so that's why I say, like, I don't know if I can get at the Bleach, so, like, characters. The ones I like, I really like.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, when we did the whole, like, what's our favorite anime villains, Aizen was still up there.
Aizen was on our list for both of us.
Yeah. So, like, Aizen's really good. And I'll say it, out of the big threes, I think I do like Aizen the most.
Yeah, who would you pick for One Piece? Flamingo?
I would say Dos Flamingo, because I feel like that was it's between him and Katakuri, because they're both really fucking good.
Would you call Katakuri a villain? I am
yeah.
The answer is yes, but that's a weird one for me.
I would say yeah, because that dude was murdering people with jelly beans, so like I can't say Scream good guy either.
That's true. But also, like, I look at like Doflamingo, and it's like, to me, it's like,
oh no, he's a villain.
That's a villain. Like, to me, you look at Flamingo, and I kind of go, I think that's, in my opinion, that's One Piece's like face, as far as like when you picture like who's the
like a villain,
like, who's like this dude is bad.
You know what's weird is that Kaido just doesn't do it for me either.
No,
like honestly, compared to Doflamingo,
you notice I didn't put him in that list when I was naming.
Yeah, obviously not.
So there's reason behind that.
Even though he's like kind of the reasoning why Doflamingo is a thing, but I was just like, Doflamingo, in terms of villainous and like what he did, is honestly arguably worse still. Mm-hmm. Even though Kaido is literally just taking out this whole continent by himself and just like making these people suffer just to suffer, I still feel like Doflamingo is
evil.
Yeah,
it's like even this.
It's like, oh, I make these guys turn into toys and they get forgotten to everybody that ever knew them, and they work like slaves for me. And it's just like, ugh.
So, guys, you can't tell. We recommend One Piece.
Yeah, it's really good. Just know that there's a caveat on that too.
If you've never heard of One Piece,
good luck.
Go ahead and just Google that, or just go to Crunchyroll and just click on it.
You'll
probably realize immediately what the caveat is.
If you were in a drought, I'm gonna tell you right now, One Piece will fill that. It will fill that very quickly for you.
Tell you what, if the lockdown ever happens again, knock on wood,
right?
And you find yourself for like, what you say, bro? 6 months, maybe 7,
maybe more.
Think I'm being too generous?
Maybe like 9 months, maybe.
9 months. You find yourself for 9 months with literally nothing to do. Watch One Piece. Watch One Piece. Yeah, you might almost catch up.
You might. Yeah, I might.
I doubt it, but you might.
Again, asterisks.
See you guys next time.